For 8.4, we are going to be talking about using substitution to solve problems. So when we hear this word substitution, it's kind of like having a substitute teacher. So your teacher's not here, so somebody comes in and takes their place for the day. So substitution in math is kind of like the same thing. So you are going to replace the variable with a value. So you're going to give that variable a value. So an example might be something like we have 3x plus 4 divided by 5. And this could fit into lots of different situations. We just don't know what x is right now. X could be 15, x could be 22, x could be 954. We don't know what x is. It could be a lot of different things. So then it's going to tell you, in this situation, this is what it equals. And you're going to solve if it equals that. It could equal something different. You could solve for lots of different things, but it will usually give you one thing or two to say, if x equaled this, then what would your answer be? So here we have 3x. This means 3 groups of x. We have 3 x's. So it's telling us that x equals 7. So we need to replace this value for the variable. Now, what we're not going to do is we're not just going to put 7. This does not mean 37. Remember, this means 3 groups of x. So if I had 3 groups of 4, that would mean 3 times 4. So this really means 3 times x. When we have the number right in front of the variable, that means groups, and you're going to multiply. So when I rewrite this problem, go ahead and do this with me. It really means 3 times 7. So this is when we really want to start using those dots instead of multiplication signs. So 3 times 7 plus 4 divided by 5 would be the new problem that I would then solve. So now one thing I notice students do is that you're really good about using order of operations when we're specifically on that lesson. And it says, use order of operations to solve this problem. You guys are great at following the rules of math. And then some of us forget that those rules are always there, even if it doesn't say use order of operations. In a language arts class, when you first start out, and it might say use a capital and a period to write a sentence. And now when your teacher just says write a sentence, you know that you need that capital and that period because those are the rules of English. So even if it doesn't say use order of operations, you still have to follow order of operations. So we are still going to do our groups first, our parentheses, which we wouldn't have any here. Then I would look for exponents. We don't have any here. Then I'm looking for multiply and divide problems. So I would do 3 times 7 is 21 and bring everything else down. Plus 4 divided by 5. So now I have 21 plus 4 divided by 5. And then I would keep going, and I have a division problem. So multiply and divide are the same level, just whichever one comes first. 4 divided by 5 is 4/5, 4 over 5. And then I'm adding that on to 21, 21, and 4/5. I still have to follow these rules. I'm not just going across, okay? So no matter what in math, we want to follow the order of operations. So when we're substituting, all we're doing is taking what it says and plugging it in and then solving it. So just take the answer, plug it in, but remember if it's right in front of, if the variable has a number in front of it, that means to multiply 3 groups of x is 3 times x, so that would be 3 times 7 in this case where x equals 7.